Hi everyone, we're going to find the slope of the tangent line to the given polar curve r equals cosine of theta divided by 3 and at the point theta equals pi. So what we want to find is the derivative of y with respect to x, so we can find the slope of the tangent line. For us, this is going to be the derivative of y with respect to theta divided by derivative of x with respect to theta, because these are equivalent since these two cancel out. This is more specifically what we're going to do. Our thing is we need a y and an x. So here we have it. We know that x equals r cosine of theta. So substituting in our r here, this is going to give us cosine of theta divided by 3 times cosine of theta. And we do the same thing for y. Y equals r sine of theta. So substituting in your r, we're going to get y equals cosine theta divided by 3 times sine of theta. All right. Now all we have to do is differentiate our y with respect to x. All right, we're going to use the product rule for this. So we copy down our first term times the derivative of our second term, which is cosine of theta. Then plus our second term times the derivative of our first term. Now that's going to be negative 1/3 sine of theta divided by 3. And now let's do the same thing for the denominator. Our denominator is going to be our x, which is given here. So that's going to be cosine of theta divided by 3 times negative sine of theta, when you differentiate this piece. And then we're going to have plus cosine of theta, your second term, times the derivative of your first term. And that's going to be negative 1/3 sine of theta divided by 3. All right, now let's evaluate this at pi. So if we substitute everything in for pi, we're going to get, let me just write it all out, cosine of pi divided by 3 times cosine of pi plus sine of pi times negative 1/3 sine of pi divided by 3. Getting close here. Cosine of pi divided by 3 times negative sine of pi plus cosine of pi times negative 1/3 sine of pi divided by 3. All right. So let's look and see what we get. Before I move on to the next slide, just know that sine of pi is 0. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to zero out here. This is going to zero out because sine of pi is 0. So what we're going to get is 1/2 times negative 1, and then we had this 0. I'll go ahead and write it. Negative square root of 3 divided by 6. That just zeroes out. And denominator is going to be 1/2, and we already zeroed out that, but I'll write it down. Plus, and then the second part we had was negative 1, and this is going to be negative square root of 3 divided by 6, because you had 2 times 3. Remember, we had a 3 in the denominator, so it's square root of 3 divided by 2. All right, so anyway, when you simplify this, we're going to get negative 1/2 divided by this part, because these zero out, and this is square root of 3 divided by 6. All right, this is going to give you we can just write this as negative 1/3 times 6 divided by square root of 3, which equals 3 goes into 6 2 times. So that's going to be, let's see, this was 1/2, sorry. 1/2. All right, sorry about that. So negative 1/2 times 6 divided by square root of 3. So 2 goes into 3 3 times. So we're going to get negative 3 divided by square root of 3. You can leave it like that or rationalize the denominator. That gives you negative 3 square root of 3 divided by 3. The 3's cancel out. So the slope of the tangent line is going to be negative square root of 3. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.